watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Avid Advice Live with Thea Johansson. Live from AvidAdviceLive.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Avid Advice Live
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello and welcome to Talking About Success. I'm your host, Jack Canfield. You may know me as the #1 success coach in America, co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, and also the Success Principles, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And this show is a lot about helping you get from where you are now to where you want to be. And we're going to help you do that today. I have a fabulous guest today with me, Thea Johansson. She is an amazing being who is going to share, I think, some powerful information that will transform your life with us today. She is an entrepreneur's coach, a coach of entrepreneurs, and also a keynote speaker. And those terms don't even begin to talk about the depth of who you are. So we'll unpack that a little bit. But welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. So tell us a bit about that. You know, you're a coach, you're a speaker. Tell us about yourself, some background perhaps, and a little about your work. Just get started.
After I got Master of Psychology, I asked myself, now what? Okay, you got Master of Psychology, you're in your practice 8 hours a day, and you're just listening to people who came in and just crying, feel anxious, not happy, not feeling okay, and always connected to themselves about their past, not looking forward for the future. Then how you can change this? Well, nobody teach us in high school and university what means conscious and subconscious. But I learned, and I felt, okay, you do have a Master of Psychology. You did a lot of businesses at the age of 22. So you know how to be or help all the entrepreneurs out there. And most of those amazing problems, they come from finance. But how can you help them to achieve faster? And instead, they're walking into your office and talk about, I can't do it, I'm not happy. They just focus on something that they can do it, and they will, and they are going to. And from there, I named myself Subconscious Mind Surgeon.
Subconscious Mind Surgeon.
How to hijack someone's subconscious mind, how to make him and her happier and healthier and wealthier about herself or himself, and how to make them to become successful. Just to know the secret between conscious and subconscious.
So let's unpack that for a minute, if you will. What is the secret to know between the conscious?
Well, what's happening in our life, who we are today, is all because of our subconscious. Mm-hmm. So how we attract things to ourselves? Because of our conscious. So if we consciously connecting to positivities, replace negative thought to positive thought. So subconsciously, we are attracting positivities, monies, energies, and people. You was the one that taught me in so many years how we can use our subconscious mind, our brain, to get what we want. Mm-hmm. So you've been my mentor for so many years, Jack.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad to have been your mentor. I think in many ways you've gone beyond me and some of your understandings of this work and your ability to assist people with that, but thank you for the compliment.
Absolutely. I read all your books, and I was amazed by each of them.
Thank you.
And you taught me a lot, and I found the secret in between conscious and subconscious, which after so many years, I'm teaching all my students, followers, fans, over 2 million followers, fans worldwide, and I'm talking about you so highly, and I'm telling them, just ask and receive. And they asking me, what do you mean ask? I said, well, Jack said ask and receive, because you always says, ask. Never just refuse to ask. And then they said, like, what is in between asking and receiving? And what is in between asking and subconscious mind? I said, well, you are asking. That means consciously you put yourself through unfair or no problem in whatsoever you can think in your business or in your private life. And subconsciously, when you are asleep, your brain is starting to recognize, realize, and bring things to attention to universe. And the frequencies will bring everything back to your life.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It really is all about frequencies and vibration.
Absolutely. We are all based on energies. And you know that, Jack.
I do. When you're teaching your students, in addition to what you just said, are there other things you do to teach them to raise their vibration, raise their frequencies?
Exactly.
Can you share some of those?
Well, some people ask me, how can I do that? Well, like on the way here, I just put on the music. I'm so excited. So everybody was like, oh, I love this music. And I'm excited. I got excited. Like, yes, like you guys, I mean, they can easily do with some memories, something that they make them to feel happy. Let's say that we do have like a bad day or something had happened last week. We are not feeling happy. I was like, you know what? Change it, replace it. It's all thought. To me, there's no such a thing as a bad thought and good thought. It's all thought. But we are the producer of those thoughts. If I'm going to have a drama in my life, so I produce a drama and became a drama queen. If I want action, I produce action. If I want calmness and happiness, I produce calmness and happiness and family movies. So just do it the way that you want. And it's all thought. And that's what people kind of think of, you're right. Yeah, replace it. Positive thought. Because this is all your thought. You can change it in a second and minutes. And that's what they do.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, you and I are involved in a book together.
Yes, we do.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, we do. I'm so excited.
Good.
Exactly. I am so excited about that book. And I'm so happy to co-author together with you. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. And I still can't believe that I've been asked by you. And I'm just so grateful. So a lot of people ask me, what is all about? What is all about success? And they ask me what means that how you can easily, but very gradually and nicely succeed in what you want in your life. And it's all about strategy. What type of strategy of your life you have to choose or have in order to succeed. So Success Strategy book, for a lot of my students, followers, and fans, is going to be the biggest book ever. They're going to change their life, and I know they will, and I know it's going to.
How do you define success for you?
To me, success means when you are happy, when you find your happiness. Success means you do things that you love. You feel things that you love. You connect with things that you love. And to me, success, divine with love.
Beautiful.
It's divine love.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, you're a producer of a film called The Game Masters, which I'm really eager to see. Talk about the movie.
Well, it's all about sex trafficking, human sex trafficking, human traffickings, and it's telling what's happening around us, around countries, Middle Eastern and all other places. And that way, I would say I was very blessed to get connect with a lot of powerful people, police, law enforcement, who they would love to help me to bring it to a lot of people's attention, what's going on around us, around the world. And that taught me a lot, and I'm very happy and blessed that I could. And is still continuing, is still get going. We are going to have another movie which coming, and it's going to be almost continuing the same way, but we are going to let other people know about more political stuff, things which is behind and all the stuff. I know that there's a lot of people maybe not really like that when we poke them in the eyes, but we're just trying to show people what's going on around and what means human trafficking, what means when a woman, beautiful, gorgeous ladies who came from other countries, without knowing what she's going, where she's going, how she's doing, and what happened to her, and what else is going to happen in the world. So there's a lot behind it.
What drew you into that project?
Well, as you know, I'm also medium, so basically this is my bonus. So I'm working with law enforcement, police officers, private investigators, and also intelligence services. So I saw a lot with my own eyes. I feel a lot with my own heart. And I felt I need to make a movie. I need to bring it to attention to other people as well. They need to know about it. And this is the truth, the real truths of everything that we have on a daily basis, but we have no idea if it even exists or not. So that made me to feel that take an action, make movies, and let everybody knows about it.
So most people out there would say, oh, I see something, I'm going to make a movie. I mean, most people would feel overwhelmed by even committing to doing such a big thing.
It's hard. It's not easy. Making a movie is not easy.
Yeah.
Being a producer is not easy because you have to connect with a lot of people. And in Hollywood, well, as I always says, there is impossible Hollywood and impossible Hollywood. So you have to get connect with impossible, what to me, because I just choose the name as impossible Hollywood, everything has to say yes, and they're gonna just go for it, and we are going to shake hands. But it was hard. It was not easy, and having the commitment to a lot of people, let them to commit it with you, make their promises come around, and get things move on. It's just not easy. It wasn't easy. But I believe in one thing. If you want to do something, and if you do have enough belief on what you are doing and the message that you want to send to the world, then universe will help you no matter what. So that's what universe helped me. So I found most amazing actors and actress. I found amazing, basically investors, and I found amazing A-list actress who basically wanted and would love to get in touch and get in tune with it. And I love the way that they wanted to, kind of get engaged and shaking hand with me and just say, we are here, Fia. For whatever you are doing, we are here to support you.
Beautiful. Is the movie a drama or a documentary, or what's the...
It's drama.
Drama.
Yeah, action drama.
Very good. Well, good for you. That's impressive.
I have another things that coming out soon. Next movie. Maybe I should just make a movie of your life.
That's already been done.
Well, we can do another version.
Okay.
You just said that you birthed again about like 2 days ago.
I went through a very transformative experience just a week ago, and I feel very different. So maybe we'll make a movie about that.
Definitely. Sure.
I'm just wondering who you'll cast as me. That'll be interesting.
It's going to be, I'm so sure. I'm also working with a lot of charities, and I open my own charities because I believe through knowledge, people can understand themselves better. They can fool each other. They can hate each other. So basically, through knowledge, you can really find through yourself and build yourself out. So that's why I built my Cultivating Knowledge, charity or foundation, which is there's a lot of celebrities already been involved and helped me on that, and I'm very thankful and grateful for that as well. And also, I'm co-authoring book with Jiu-Jitsu master in United States. He was the one who basically brought Jiu-Jitsu to United States, or his family basically found the Jiu-Jitsu. And I have to take you there because you need to definitely train with Riga Machado. So he's trained all celebrities, A-list celebrities in Beverly Hills, and you name it, he's trained.
Wow, that's great.
And he's an awesome guy, like humble, like nice teddy bear, so kind in so many ways, and I know you're going to love him.
Oh, I look forward to that. That's exciting.
So yeah, would love to co-author with him and just like tell about his success stories, because it's amazed me. I mean, I cried when he started to tell about himself and telling what he did. I almost cried. I was like, wow, I couldn't even believe that you went through all those things, and then wow, that's amazing success that you have, and all celebrities, one after each other, just like walking to his academy. I was like, wow, I'm amazed by you, man. What type of power you have? Tell me about your secret. And he always says, well, you know my secret, Fia, subconscious mind, huh? It's funny.
That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There are so many stories that need to be told. So many people walking the planet who have these inspirational lives, and the people need more of that. I think we need a few less Transformer movies and a few more stories like that to really talk about true transformation.
Exactly.
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 Coming.
Yeah, good for
It's
you.
coming. It's coming.
So, is there any, if you had like one main message for everyone out there, like, you know, what would you say to them? What do you want to impart to people?
Well, there's two messages out there, basically. One of my most important message to you guys who basically wants to open a new businesses, became an entrepreneur and not knowing what to do. So find a good investors, find a good productive group of people. And number three, just get into the market and nail it. And my second message, you already have a company and you are already successful, but you are tired and you don't know where to go and what to do because you just feel bored and you want to make more money, but not more money coming. Well, my advice is hire the coach and mentor, me and Jack. We know how to do to make you to feel fun, happy, and connected to yourself again. Because there's a lot of successful people already. They make, you guys make money. They make money. They do not have any problem of making money. But happiness, they do have issues with happiness. Mm-hmm. How they can connect with themselves, with their own soul. And how can I just feel satisfied? I feel satisfied when it comes to my family, when it comes to money, when it comes to my, 7 Ferraris, Lamborghinis, whatever. But I'm not still satisfied with myself. Well, we can help you guys to feel satisfied with your soul together with Jack.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Now, obviously, you have your book, you have your coaching programs, you do mediumship, all this stuff. If people want to get in touch with you to find out more, take advantage of what you have to offer, where do they go?
Well, I do have a very strong social media, Persian Medium. So it's very strong. It's over 1,300,000 of followers, which I'm very grateful and happy for that. I have my Facebook, which is about 500,000 followers, which is I'm grateful and thankful for that. I have PersianMedium.com, which if you guys go to PersianMedium.com, they can get all the news worldwide. And some people, they want to just like have some conversation with me kind of on the phone in a confidential way. They don't want to mention about their name. A lot of celebrities basically are communicating with me through that platform because they don't want to bring about their names or whatever it is. So it's Avid Advice, ABIDadvice.com. It's actually the secure and safe platform for all of you to just connect with me and ask me any questions from A to Z, and I'm here to help you out.
Beautiful. So now I understand you're working on another book too. Can you share with us what that is?
This is actually the book that I do with my husband. So me as a woman, he is a man. We are thinking how we are almost connecting with each other, like he's a pizza type of slide when it comes to his mind, his strategies, the feelings, or his life when it comes to the wife, to the kids, and everything. And I'm actually the sweet cake layers, which basically woman has life as a sweet cake, layers by layers by layers, but man has like a pizza sliders. Like, you know what, this is the slide of my life, which is my career. The another slide is actually, my wife, my kids, and my friends, and other stuff. So, but through that book, we are going to share why a lot of men and women, after 5 years, after 6 years, they feel bored and they can't handle each other anymore, and there is no sweet love anymore in between them. And why men and women, after 6 and maybe 10 years, not understanding each other's or each other's language, and the sex life is not actually working. What's going on? The same chemistry was about 10 years ago is not even working anymore. So how you can hit this up with knowing how this pizza slide and the sweet cake layers work together.
That's beautiful. No, it's so good because the statistic is that 50% of all marriages end in divorce. So There's something in there about gluten-free. We won't go there, but we'll get.
I love that.
We'll figure it
Actually,
out.
that's
We'll figure it
fantastic.
out.
I love it.
But I think it's going to be such a contribution to so many people.
Absolutely.
So I'm really happy you're doing that.
Oh, thank you.
What's your husband's name? Let's give him a.
Rick.
Rick. All
Yeah,
right, good.
Mr. Rick. So Rick is an amazing entrepreneur, fantastic dad, and amazing husband, and I mean it. I'm a busy woman, 24 hours and 7 days, working with a million projects, but he is also doing the same things, but he's always there for our kids. We have 3 boys, 1 and 2.5, 5.5, and 7.5, as I remember. So, and they love him so much, and I'm so happy and lucky to have him as a husband, because without him, I wouldn't really become a successful person today. Because when you have everything cozy and happy at home, kids is happy and they're connected to themselves, then make you to feel powerful to continue, encourage you to trying to bring, money, love, passion, whatever they want in their life. But if he wasn't there, I wouldn't even do any of those, because my mind couldn't even actually settle in one thing, focus on one thing, and I couldn't be a multitasker.
Beautiful. Well, good for him and good for you.
Thank you
I'm so happy. I'm looking forward to the book.
Absolutely, me too. Let's see if women gonna hate him or love him, or if men gonna love me or hate me. I don't know. Let's say we figure it out later on.
I'm sure we will. Great.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Why you choose me to co-author with me?
I think you're an amazing being. You're one of the most fascinating people I've ever met. And I think you have deep, deep wisdom to impart with the world. And I want that wisdom out there. So anything I can do to support that and getting your message out, your energy out, having people realize you're a resource that's valuable, I would do that in a minute.
And by the way, I am also invited for 2 shows, like a reality shows, which is on the production already. Hopefully coming next year, and I would love to have you in one of my shows.
I would love to.
I can't wait.
My pleasure.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. It's exciting.
It's super exciting.
Well, I just see you at the top of a cliff, just diving off into the space and doing like amazing things. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, always my husband says, when someone says no to you, you get more challenge. I says, of course. Then never say no to me. I was that's exactly what I say no to you, because I know exactly how to challenge you. So no to me is all challenge. And challenge to me is happiness, love, and prosperity. And I think challenge means that change your directions, feel happy again, and find your niche. Just every each of us has some talent, but not every each of us knows exactly how to use this talent. And just tap into the abilities that you have, that I always tell you guys. And I read all your books, and that's exactly what you says all the time. Find the real purpose of your life, and when you find the real purpose, then you know how to live. And that's exactly what I did. I found my purpose. My purpose is all about helping others, as you do.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Yeah. My purpose has always been inspiring and empowering people to live their highest vision.
Exactly. The highest power, the divine energies, the divine love. And everything actually is possible with divine love. Everything. Everything.
I think we'll end with that. That's a good statement. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
All right. So you heard it here. And it's all available to you. And you deserve it. And so there are many places to go to receive that. But this woman here is one of the great supporters of your evolution. And so it's think about this as we end this show, that so many times opportunities come in front of you to actually give you the very thing you're looking for. And sometimes we pass it up. So don't do that this time. Take advantage of what she has to offer you. So thanks for joining us. Remember, everything's possible with divine love. You are divine love. And we're all here together to serve each other. And so I hope tonight or today, whenever you're watching this, that you've been served by us. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week on Talking About Success.
naturally to me. I never decide for any of those messages. The only responsibility that I have is that I have to deliver the message.
What was your reading like for Janine?
Oh my god, I love her. So I actually had a moment with her when she was walking in. She came by our table for water, and it was just like, whew. That's how I felt.
Are you gonna like come back for more? Oh yeah.
You're not even leaving.
It was all kind of things I kind of knew. I felt intuitively guided. It's nice to feel her tap into those deeper places and I guess reveal hidden places that I sense and feel but have her kind of present them.
She said I'm going to meet a man who's going to come right to me. It's been quite a while, and if that happens, I'm going to be in huge debt to her.
This was a great reading today because it lifts my spirits. Spirits have been depressed for a while because of adverse happenings going on. I'm very pleased about that.
I went to her workshop yesterday and it was awesome. Yeah, then I got her book, so I'm excited about that.
Well, this is the only reading I've done and it's the only reading I would do. And it's because I just know that.
She told me things that I already knew, and then she also told me things that I was surprised at. Like she could read me, like things I was in denial of. She was actually reading what I was in denial of. So it was wonderful. It really was.
I didn't say a word. She just knew exactly how I felt about it.
You know, she's absolutely right. So it's kind of like you have the answers inside somewhere, and she kind of validated what I was thinking.
If you're a person that trying to, make your sense or see your sensualities in your emotion, your vision, imagination, your subconscious mind, get close to that power, then you can see, feel, and connect to the spirit. Welcome to Avid Awakening, a beautiful, gorgeous wellness center who will adjust you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Also, it will help you to manifest your finance, anything and everything you desire for. This place is a very beautiful place which is located in Corona Del Mar. So please book your appointment today.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Medium Rachel with Medium Rachel. Medium Rachel. Live from RachelMinning.nl.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-31. Contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Medium Rachel
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello! How are you doing? My name is Rachel Show with A1R Psychic Radio. How are you doing? I'm very excited to be back again. My name is Rachel. I'm a psychic and a healer. If you want that I on this earth, because I want that everybody is happy, and to fly away just like a butterfly. That's my goal in life. I hear all the messages through my head. I cannot explain that. I hear it, a sound, and it's one sound, and I'm here on this planet to get you the to give you the message, to help you. I feel really a lot of sadness. Many people are not happy, and I really want to help. I'm 42 years old. I'm living in the Netherlands. I hope you can understand me well. That's really important, of course. I will do my best. I have a son who is 14 years old, and I also have a backpack, just like you. And for a few years ago, I was really not happy. I was looking and searching for freedom, for happiness. And I really worked hard to myself to get free. And I want to give you that because I have magic hands. I cannot explain that. I have something in my hands to help you, that I can help you. I work with my cards, just like this, if you can see it. I work with my magical charms also. And I'm working with my guides from the universe. That's really a lot. But I'm thankful for that I can do many things to help you, to make you free. And if you have a question, please please call me. Please, I want to help you. Oh, I feel so much sadness, and that's really a shame. Something about myself for the first time I want to share with you. I was 17 years old, and I hear many things. And my mother died. She was 38 years old, and 24 hours later, she was clinical dead. I couldn't say goodbye to her, and that's really sad. That's okay. I have a caller, and I want to help her, and that is Tracy. I hope I said your name well. Tracy, are you there?
Hi.
Hi, Tracy. What can I do for you?
I wanted to. I recently lost my fiance, and I just wanted to see if she's okay, and how is my life going to be now without him.
Okay. And what was your first question? I didn't understand that well. You want to know what your future is a little bit, and the first question was.
Yes.
Oh, lost her finance. I don't know how to say it in English. Okay, I will feel in your energy. One moment, please, Tracy. My condolence. Do I say that well? That's really sad, of course. I feel very. I feel tears walking through your face. It's really sad in your energetic fields. Do you understand that, Tracy? You don't communicate very well. You don't talk. You don't talk. Everything stays in your heart, in your soul. Is that true? Do you understand what my guides want to tell you? You have to communicate. Please communicate. You are very strong.
Okay.
You want very strong. Believe in yourself, very strong. But you don't believe that. You also what I feel, and everything is going to be well with you. Really, you are going to fly like a butterfly. You about 3 months further, within 3 months, you feel free. You more free in your body and soul. But you have to cry more. You have to communicate more. My guides want to tell you this. They talk now to you that you have to communicate. Dear, lovely Tracy, believe in your power, and then everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. But it's really important that you show your vulnerability, that you get more self love. Do you understand that, Tracy? Your heart is so nice, so sweet, but you don't believe in your heart. Is that true? Do you understand that? What my guides want to tell you? Yeah. You are so
Very,
sweet
very nice.
for yeah, you are so very sweet and lovely for everyone, but not for yourself. Is that true?
Thank you. That's true. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. I will give you one card. One moment, please. That will confirm
Okay.
what I said to you. You are such a nice person. Oh my God, your energetic field is really nice. It makes me happy. This
Thank
card,
you.
you're welcome, dear Tracy. This card is in my language, but I will translate it. You get everything back. You lost a lot. You lost material things. You lost a dear one. You lost many things, but you get everything back. Is that true? You lost a lot. My guides tells me that. Yeah, it's not only your partner. It's everything you lost. You have to build up again, stone by stone. But every stone is coming back. Why? Because one person, your dear loved one in heaven, is saying to me, it's a woman. She loved to cook. She was a little bit older. Do you understand who this is? She loved to stay in the kitchen to cook. She wants. She gives you. How do you say it? She talks blah 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 blah. Oh my God, she talks a lot. Do you know who that is? Is it your grandma?
My grandma.
Oh my God, yeah, yeah. She is here near. Oh my God, blah 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 blah. Oh, easy, grandma, easy. She wants to tell you, dear Tracy. Yeah, do you understand that? Talk, 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 talk. Blah 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 blah.
Yes.
Oh, she wants to tell you so much. She wants to give you a hug. I am near by your side during this process, and I will help you to get your freedom back. She helps you, Tracy. Do you feel her energy now? Because she tells me you have to feel her now. Is that true? Do you feel a little bit cold or a little bit peace? Do you feel that?
Feel peace. Yes.
Yeah, she's nearby your side. I hope you can do something with this, what I told you and your grandma. You will be happy again. Your future will be very, very good. If it wasn't so, I would tell you also that. But your future is very, very well, Tracy. Believe in your power. You can do this. Okay?
Thank you.
Is
Thank you so much.
is this enough? Yeah, you're welcome, Tracy. I believe really in you. Your grandma, my guides. Really, everything is going to be okay. A big hug from me for you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
You're really welcome,
God bless
Tracy.
you.
Bye bye,
Okay.
Tracy.
Bye.
Bye. No. I want to talk in my language. Oh, that's automatically. I'm sorry. That was Tracy. Oh, such a nice energy. But I was telling you, and then I hope I have another caller. Her grandma came through. That is really special. I have another caller, Christina. Hello, what can I do for you, Christina? Christina? I cannot hear you. Okay, yeah. No, Christina, I hope you come back. But I was telling, I also have a backpack, and I'm really thankful for that. It was really hard, really sad to lose my mother very young. During the night, she fell from the stairs, and I found her. And 24 hours later, she was clinical dead, and I couldn't say goodbye to her. And yeah, that's really sad, of course. But okay, Christina. Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hey. Hi. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said I'm doing great. How about you?
Yeah, everything is okay. But what can I do for you, Christina?
I just wanted to see maybe if I could find out how my current relationship is going to end up.
I didn't understand that well. What do you want to know?
I wanted to see how my current relationship would end up.
Okay. One moment, please.
Okay.
What I feel between this relationship, it's really difficult to communicate. Is that true?
Yes.
You go to the left, the other, he goes to the right. What my guides are telling you, it's not one soul, one love, peace. Do you understand that? Balance. We miss that. That's really a lot in the relationship. Is that true?
Yes.
It will be better. It will be more within 1 month. It's really nearby. But I have to tell you, you have to believe more in yourself. And you have to see how beautiful you are. Do you understand that, Christina?
Yes.
You run, just like Forrest Gump, for run, just like a person the whole day. Oh my God. My guides are really excited now. They tell you, you run too much. You run the whole day. Is that true? Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have to take more peace, more sitting on your butt to make your soul, your body, and your mind some peace. Everything is going to be okay in the relationship. It has to be more melted together. That's the only reason that things are happening just like they do now. But you have to believe and use your beautiful power to come back. You have to stand up, dear Christina. You are so lovely. I believe in you, but you have to believe more in yourself, in your beautiful soul. Can you feel what I am trying to say to you, Christina?
Yes.
Yeah, but everything is going to be okay. Do you want one card to see what the guys are want to tell you? Do you want to get a card, Christina?
Yes.
Yeah, one moment. I have here the cards from Ganesha. Ganesha is really God in my language, yeah, in my country, from Indonesia. So that's really special. That's the highest energy I can take. That's really high. One moment.
Okay.
Yeah, this one. Protection. You have so many protection. And why do they tell you that, my guides? Because you made through a lot during your life path, really a lot, but you still stand just like Christina. So powerful are you, so powerful. So you are protected and your relationship will be fine, okay. You will be more together as one. Really believe more in yourself. I will send you, if you want some energy for your relationship. Do you want that? Because my guides
Yes.
want to give you this. Okay, one moment. So what we do now, we want to give you energy for your relationship, that everything is going to be well, everything is going to be fine. One lovely family. You miss that, Christina. Now, more and more you feel some peace and some emptiness. Do you feel that? My energy through your body and through your soul. Can you feel it, Christina?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really more and more difficult for you. You can feel that to talk because we want to make you in balance, more peace, so you can float again and get free. And also in your relationship. It's really strong. Do you feel that, Christina?
Yes.
Strange, eh? I can understand that. That's really strange. But you deserve it so much to get a healing from my guides through my hands. And everything is going to be okay. Every blockage in your soul, in your relationship is gone. I've healed you. And everything is going to be okay. Can you do something with this? Does it feel well for you, this reading, what I told you?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you very peaceful now, eh?
Sorry, what was that?
You are very peaceful now. You have balance. It's empty in your soul. Do you feel that? Peace.
Yes.
Peace. Okay. It's really important, Christina. Everything is going to be okay. I promise you that. But it's really important to drink 1 glass of water now because you got a healing. And that's really important. So when you hang up, please drink 1 glass of water. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
I send you so much love, Christina. You are really a nice, lovely person. I mean that really. A big hug from
Thank
me.
you.
You're welcome, Christina. Okay?
Have a great day. Thank you.
Okay, have a nice day, Christina.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye bye. Okay. That was my second call. Now I'm going to speak my language for about 10 minutes. I saw. So I will be back in your language the last 2 minutes, but now I'm going further in my language and to say my people in the Netherlands or maybe in Australia or Canada. There are also Dutch people. I want to say them also hello because I see and I know that many people in the Netherlands are looking also. So now I'm going back to my language. Hallo allemaal. Ik ga mijn telefoon erbij pakken. In het begin was ik super nerveus. Ik stotterde er gewoon van. Maar goed, ik heb het weer overleefd. Wil je graag een reading van mij, dan kan dat via de Facebookpagina van A1R Psychic Radio. Onder mijn livestream kun jij je vraag neer gaan zetten. Ik pik er een aantal uit en die krijgen vanuit mijn hart en vanuit A1R Psychic Radio krijgen hun een gratis reading. Dus ga naar de Facebookpagina. Ik ga er nou ook naartoe en ik ga heel even kijken of er al wat reacties zijn. En dan ga ik mensen readingen geven. In ieder geval een hele goede avond voor jullie allemaal in Nederland. Dat is even omschakelen. Want in Amerika is het nu volgens mij 3 uur 's middags. Even kijken. Oh, hier zie ik er al. Hier zie ik er ook al. Even kijken. Dus wil je graag een reading of een healing? Grijp je kans. En dat ga ik nu dus doen. Voor het Nederlandse publiek. Hallo Brenda Mary from Canada. Hallo. Goedenavond Piekie. Leuk dat je ook kijkt. Nou, ik ga heel even kijken. Want er zijn meerdere deelacties, zie ik nu. Dus ik moet heel even de juiste pakken. Oh, hier. Volgens mij heb ik er hier. Hallo Nicole van Hees. Wil je graag een gratis reading? Stel hem hieronder. Onder de A1R Psychic Radio. En dan ga ik de readingen geven in het Nederlands. Ik vind het superleuk trouwens dat jullie ook hier mij volgen. Via Amerika. En dat vind ik super lief van jullie. En dat meen ik echt vanuit mijn hart. En dank je wel daarvoor. Dat jullie zo trouw mij blijven volgen. En dat vind ik gewoon geweldig. Dat vind ik echt heel bijzonder. Oké, Nicole van Hees. Alsjeblieft een open reading. Oké. En ik ga geen privéberichten beantwoorden. Echt onder A1R Psychic Radio. Hier onder de livestream kun je je vraag stellen. Ik ga snel naar Nicole van Hees. Alsjeblieft een open reading. Oké. Nou, ik ga de schedelkaart erbij pakken, Nicole van Hees. Klein moment. En dan ga ik de magische voorwerpen voor jou erbij pakken. Ja. Wat ik bij jou meteen... Wacht even. Dan magische voorwerpen. Wat ik bij jou meteen doorkrijg, Nicole van Hees. Blijf doorgaan zoals dat je nu bent. Blijf doorgaan. Je zit op de goede weg. Maar blijf wel opruimen, lieve schat. Heel belangrijk voor jou. Zie je dat? Iets meer opruimen. Heel erg belangrijk. Je bent je super goed aan het ontwikkelen. Het enige wat ze laten zien, dat zie je hier ook, hè? De charms, de voorwerpen, die zitten hier allemaal in. Je bent het nog enorm aan het vegen. Hè? Dat is wat deze bezem jou laat zien. En ook zit er wel wat negativiteit om jou heen, Nicole van Hees. Dus blijf je goed afschermen. Ik zie ook 2 uilen. Die 2 uilen willen jou vertellen. Je kijkt heel veel naar anderen. En je kijkt heel veel naar jezelf. En er komt steeds meer beter een balans in, zeggen ze Nicole van Hees. Dat is echt het yin-yang wat je nog steeds meer en meer aan het zoeken bent. Je bent enorm aan het wegen. Wikje wegen, wikje wegen. De ene keer ga je linksaf. De andere keer ga je rechtsaf. Dan ga je door de midden. Ook daar komt steeds meer balans in. Steeds en steeds en steeds meer. Je bent aan het lopen, lieve schat. Kijk, Nicole van Hees, je bent aan het lopen. En je bent super aan het lopen. Je zit op de goede weg. Geef jezelf meer ruimte en ook meer de kans tot zelfontplooiing. Rome is ook niet op 1 dag gebouwd. Oké, Nicole van Hees, ik hoop dat je hier iets mee kunt gaan doen. Ik ga naar de volgende. Even kijken, Hilda van Holte. Hoi Richel, ik ga in november naar de andere kant van het land verhuizen. Wat kan je daarover vertellen? Hilda van Holte. Maak je niet zoveel zorgen. Maak je niet zoveel zorgen. Je zit te veel in je hoofd, te weinig in je hart. Ga meer voelen. Ga meer voelen. Want jouw hart vertelt jou de waarheid. Maar geloof in jouw hart. Geloof in die power. Je hebt zoveel power, Hilda. Ik word er enthousiast van en blij van. Maar het mag iets meer naar je hart geluisterd worden. Het wordt fantastisch als jij maar in jezelf gaat geloven, Hilda. Dat is heel belangrijk. Het wordt echt heel erg fijn. Maar stap uit je angst. Stap uit je comfortzone. Top gaat het worden. Echt waar. Oké? Nou, ik ga naar de volgende. Glenn de Bruin. Kaartje. Ik heb nog een paar minuten. Dus wil je nog graag een reading? Zend het onder A1R Psychic Radio. Op hun Facebookpagina. Daar kijk ik naar de reacties. Nou, er valt er alleen uit, Glenn. Even kijken. Diepe dalen heb jij gekend. Maar wat ik zie, de diepe dalen komen ten einde. Let maar op. Je bent super op de goede weg, lieve Glenn. Wat je wel wat meer mag gaan doen, is gaan genieten, lieve schat. Je zit ook best wel veel in je hoofd. Maar wat dacht je van je hart? Het is net alsof die heel erg beschadigd is. En dat je soms toch wat minder vertrouwen hebt in jouzelf. In jouw kunnen. In jouw doen. In jouw laten. Gaan we ook voor jou de magische voorwerpen erbij pakken. Klein moment. Je bent er altijd voor anderen, zegt deze uil. Altijd. Maar denk ook echt aan jezelf. De ladder. Je bent veel naar beneden gegaan. Kijk, heel veel. Maar jij gaat nu opwaarts. Supergoed. Je dromen zullen verwezenlijkt worden. Want wat ik duidelijk voel is dat je graag meer liefde zou willen ontvangen. In plaats van alleen maar te geven. De geluksmunt ligt er ook bij. Even kijken. 1, 2 geluksmunten. Dus binnen 2 maanden ga jij meer en meer geluk ervaren. Ook het gelukspoppetje, Glenn. Van magisch geluk. Van magische krachten. Je bent spiritueel aan het ontwikkelen. Kei goed. Dat is wat ik voor nu echt duidelijk zie. Bescherm jezelf wel meer. En ook wat ik zie in deze magische voorwerpen. Dat kun jij zien. Is heel erg belangrijk dat je wel een goede balans houdt. Kijk, Glenn. Tussen yin-yang. Oké? Nou, dit was het voor het Nederlandse publiek. Hello everybody, I'm back again in your language. I want to thank you so much for watching me. Believe in yourself, believe in your power, believe in your beautiful heart. That's really important. Think positive. If you really want to, you can realize it. Everything you want, you there. I really want to thank you a lot for watching me. And next Tuesday, I will be back again, 2:30 your time and 17:30 in the Netherlands. Thank you so much. I really send you so much positive energy. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Believe in your beautiful heart. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for opening your heart to me. Nederlands publiek, super bedankt voor het kijken. Ik zie jullie heel gauw op mijn Facebookpagina. En ik heb fantastisch genoten. Super bedankt Nederlands publiek voor het kijken, voor het delen, voor jullie vertrouwen. Whole America, bye bye. I see you soon. Next Tuesday I will be back again. Believe in your heart, believe in your soul. I believe in you. Okay? Really, I mean that. Thank you so and so much. Have a nice, lovely day. Here it's raining very, very hard. Thank you. Bye bye.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for a gateway to the spirit world with Gail Moffat. Live from GailMoffat.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is a gateway to the spirit world
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. We're going to have another lovely show where we're going to have two callers call in, and I'm going to give them a reading each. But before we go to that, to the callers, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about some of my experiences that I've had in my travels around the world. And I have spent a lot of time in India, and months and months and months I've spent in India. And my first trip sort of came about where I joined some people that had set up a charity, and they were going out to India to they were raising money in the UK, and they were going out to India to basically help provide and build schools and pay salaries for teachers and bring, equipment and beds and all sorts of things that the school would need. Because I was so lucky to have experienced that, and I did it, several years running. We used to come back to the UK, and I used to help with some of the fundraising, and in that process, I met lots of people from all walks of life in India, and so what was really fascinating about this experience for me is I met some very wealthy Indian people that had extreme wealth, and then I met some extreme people with extreme poverty. And one of the things that struck me quite a lot is that two things actually that really strikes me about India is one, the Hindu religion has a caste system, and the bottom of the caste system is a bit like a class system, to sort of simplify it. But at the bottom of the caste system is a group of people called the untouchables, and literally they are considered untouchable because they are the lowest of the low in the class system, or caste system, should I say. And that's something that sort of really sort of thought, for me, it's sort of it slightly sort of upsets me that any human being could be untouchable, or any human being could be not considered good enough to communicate with, or have any sort of form of dialogue or relationship or whatever with. It just seems sort of so bizarre to me. And the other thing is, now I know that a lot of the countries around the world will have private health insurance, and you take out your insurance and you have cover, and if you're ill you claim on your insurance. But in India, insurance isn't really something that the Indians do, mainly because they don't have the money to pay for it. So if you can afford health care, you're okay. You can get your health care. But if you can't, you literally won't be seen. There isn't an option available for you, even though the healthcare system is quite cheap over there. It's not sort of extortionate in the prices, but it's still people aren't able to be seen. And I was giving it some thought just recently about the people who have who are contracting COVID-19. And I know that sort of in the Western world we're having ventilators and that for some people are life-saving and bring help people recover from this terrible disease. But for those people, they wouldn't have that. And I was thinking about that today, and I thought I'll just sort of share that with you. So because it was a thought that I was having today, and I wonder what you think about that. And I'm not one to be sort of political, and I don't mean to be political. It's more about another human being's plight at a time when we need to all come together and help each other, and everybody should have at least some sort of level of healthcare. Anyway, I believe we have Shayna in Pennsylvania waiting is called in. Are you there, Shayna?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the show. And how are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. So I am a medium, and what that means is I can do one of two things. I can either connect to a loved one that you'd like me to connect to, or I can connect to one of my guides and give you some guidance over any area of your life that you'd like me to focus on. So is there a particular way that you would like me to work, and where would you like me to focus?
On my marriage, I wanted to know, am I going to get back with my husband permanently?
Right. Okay. I can sense my guide standing by the side of me. So I'm just going to go straight to him and see what he has to say. He's saying to me that I'm just getting a few words. Hold on a moment. He's saying to me that your life in your marriage, he's talking about there's been some quite few sort of rocky moments. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And he's making me feel as though it's like it hasn't been the way you would have liked it for some time. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And he's also saying to me that he's making me feel that your husband hasn't always treated you in the way that you would like, or hasn't treated you with respect, and hasn't treated you well. Does that make sense to you? I do feel that aspects of it he has been, good, but there are aspects that aren't so good. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And what he's saying is that if your husband was to come back and be with you in this in your marriage, in a way, you would need him to change some of his ways and look at your marriage differently. Because and you would have a strong need for that, because if he wasn't prepared to make any sort of shift in the way that he is, you would find it difficult to move forward with him.
Mm-hmm.
Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
He's also saying to me that he's making me feel as though you are the one that's being more hurt out of all of this, and there's a sort of a sense of sort of selfishness with your husband. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
And he's also saying to me that he it's almost as though he's giving a cursory glance over his shoulder, and he's not really. It's like he's abandoning the relationship, and he hasn't really given the relationship the proper care for the relationship to ever sort of flourish. He's saying that he has always there's always been a tendency to be selfish in the relationship, and always been a tendency to I feel like there's a sort of a misbehaved sort of element to him. And I don't really want to go too much into that. But does all of that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And what he's saying, okay, I'm hearing the word regret. And he's, my guide Arthur is saying to me that you will get to hear that there is regret from him as to what he's done, and because he hasn't behaved right. I get that very strongly from my guide. He's not going into the details, and I don't really feel like I need to go into the details with you. I could explore it, but we're on live radio, and I don't want to go into sort of that aspect of it. But what I do feel is that he will reach a point where he's realized that he's made the most massive mistake that he possibly could have done. It's like he's been an utter fool, and I feel that he is going to have some massive regrets, and really seriously look to how he can come back. The only problem that I'm getting with him is that he's quite a proud person, and I get the feeling with him that he would struggle to sort of admit his wrongs, or admit, I feel that with him, that there's this sort of a slightly sort of proud, and a slightly I think I mean, I want to use the word arrogant, but I'm nervously using it because I don't want to offend either. But I just get that feeling with him that he is he's not very good at admitting when he's wrong, and I feel that, or certainly he won't be in this case. But I do feel that I'm being told by Arthur that you will know when the time comes when he is having regrets, and so it's almost so. In other words, the choice is going to end up being yours, and in that choice, you can decide as to whether you play the game to pull him back. But he's going to need some pulling back, as opposed to, walking through the door and, I'm sorry, I've done everything wrong. Will you forgive me? And can I come back? I just don't feel like it's going to be like that. Does that make sense about his character and the way things are?
Yes, it does. You're like spot on. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel very, very confident that you will know the timing of when he has those regrets, and so you literally will have it'll be your choice as to whether you pick up the baton and say, okay, let's work with this, or open the door for him and help him to sort of move through the door, and that's going to be your choice. And I and what I'm being told by Arthur is that this whole thing has not been set in stone. When that time comes and you choose to sort of nurture him back into the relationship, he it's almost like when you get to that point, you may not want to make that decision. It's almost like your wounds are gradually being sort of, healed, and you are starting to think in your own mind, where you're thinking, hold on a moment, when he was living here, he was a nightmare, and he did this and he did that, and I don't know if I want to be putting up with that again. And I get the feeling that there are those thoughts in your head, and but I know from my own experience, because I've gone through exactly the same as what you've gone through. I know from my own experience that it took me a long time to being used to being on my own, and so because I was so used to being with somebody, I wanted that person back, and I think that there is a little bit of that with you as well. Would that all make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the upshot of it is, the choice is yours. You have the choice as to whether you go down a direction with repairing the relationship and continuing on in the relationship, or you move on in a different way. And until you make that decision, the way the spirit world works and the way that God works is that a new sort of life is not going to be prepared for you until they know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel that you will have some reservations when the time comes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in. I hope that helps. And if you want to find me, I'm on Facebook, and my name's Gail Moffat. So thank you.
What is your name again?
Gail Moffat. Moffat.
Okay.
And Moffat is spelt the same way as the town in Scotland.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you for calling, Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we have Trish in County Kerry, Ireland. Hello, Trish.
Hi.
Aren't you lucky to be living in County Kerry?
Very lucky.
You are. I remember, it must be back in the 90s. I remember doing the, is it the Ring of Kerry? The Ring of Kerry and all around that area. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Okay, anyway, you didn't call for to help me with my geography. So
No.
and trust me, I do need some help. Anyway, I am a medium, and what that means is I'm able to connect to loved ones in the spirit world that have passed over, or I can give you some guidance from my guide, who is able to help you in any way that you like. Due to the short nature of these readings, if you could tell me where exactly you want me to focus, that would be great.
Basically, like around my love life, basically.
Okay, and is this a relationship that you're in, that you're referring to?
No, I got into like a bad breakup like a month ago, and like I'm kind of like seeing like whether or not like the person or whatever, someone else could come into their life, and how much better it would be compared to like the last time. If you kind of get what I'm saying.
Is there something better on the horizon, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
And do you have any reservations about the previous relationship? Do you want me to look at that, or shall I leave that?
Do kind of look into that as well, because like I'm kind of thinking that like, is he gonna come back, or is it like, is my future just like not like gonna have him involved at all?
Okay, right, I've got it. Right. Okay. So I'm going to go to my guide, Arthur, who is standing by the side of me, and I'm going to ask him about what's going on. And he's telling me, oh, he's going straight in. He's telling me that your ex, I'm going to call him your ex for want of a word. I'm not. That's not suggesting anything, but I'm going to. He's telling me that he was somebody that was quite good fun. I feel like there's a lot of fun, and I feel that you had a lot of laughter in your relationship. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And because I feel like he's a bit of a sort of a party person, you know, and I feel like would he have liked Irish music?
He never, like, he didn't, like, he wasn't Irish, but he never, like, had any Irish music. Like, he never heard it before in his life, like.
Okay, so that must be you that I'm picking up then, or somebody in the future. But
Yeah.
because do you like Irish music?
I do, yeah, because, like, my dad plays it around the house, so, like, I'd listen to it, like, every now and again whenever he has it on.
Right. Okay. Because I'm hearing Irish music in my clairaudience, and I'm being told that this the person that you were seeing, I feel that now this is interesting. There was a big reason why you had to have this man in your life, an absolute big reason, and I feel that you have absolutely gone from A to B in your growth and in your maturity. I'm not saying that you weren't mature at the beginning of the relationship, but it's about spiritual growth is what I meant. And
yeah,
so
I get you.
uh, and it's like you've gone from A to B in that relationship and really grown on some level, that you, in other words, you're not the same person coming out of that relationship as the one that was going into that relationship. And
Mm-hmm.
does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And I get the feeling that that was the purpose of this relationship. In other words, you know, if you, like, I believe, you know, I know that people come into our lives for a reason, and it can be that reason lasts a lifetime or 5 minutes, but nevertheless, they come into our lives for a reason. And I feel that he came into your life for a reason, because he brought you to the next stage of your life. And the reason why he had to be, like, he is the precursor to the long to your lifelong partner, because I feel that you won't be going back to him, and let's face it, we all have our free will, so you can choose to go back to him, but I don't feel that that's spirit's wish, because I feel that you've got something far better waiting round the corner. And the reason being is that I get the feeling that what's really interesting is I get the feeling with the new relationship that's round the corner is that you this relationship wouldn't be wouldn't be like almost like wouldn't hit it off if you hadn't have had the relationship that you've just come out of. In other words, you've grown to a point which makes you available for the next relationship. Does all that make sense to you? Have I explained myself properly?
It does make sense.
So, and that's what my guide is saying to me. I almost feel like the person you're going to meet probably wouldn't look at you and see you as a possible relationship if he was looking at you prior to the relationship that you've just come out of.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that that this I just get this feeling very, very strongly that the person and I feel like it's almost round the corner, that you're going to meet somebody, and I don't know how you're going to meet him, but I just get this feeling that you're going to meet somebody that is literally round the corner and is going to be your lifelong partner. And I feel marriage, and I feel, just like lifelong partner. This is it. This is the relationship. You know how we always say, what was the relationship in our life? That will be it. How does that sound?
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, well, I never know what to expect when I'm connecting, and I just follow the words to what they give to me. But we're slightly we're coming to the end of the show, and but what I would like to say is that if you want to speak to me, find me on Facebook. My name is Gail Moffat, and so if there's anything that you want to ask me after the show, that's fine. And but I just as I'm finishing off, I just want to say that I really don't think you've got anything to worry about, because I really don't think this new relationship is almost like you're almost there. It's almost going to happen. You're going to have that relationship, and it's very, very soon. So.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Angelic Connections with Carrie M. Bush. Live from Facebook.com/Carrie M. Bush.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Angelic Connection
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hey everyone, so welcome to Angelic Connections. I am your host for today, Carrie Bush, coming from the UK. So how is everybody? How is your week so far? I hope that you're all having a magical start to your week and, feeling good and feeling positive. So we have a great show ahead today. just before I went live, I have asked the angels to come in. Their presence is very, very strong tonight. So I'm hoping that some of you might see some of the angel orbs behind me moving around, because as I called the angels in, the lights were and the orbs were like a light show going on. So the presence is really strong. It's really high tonight. So this is just fabulous. So I pulled some cards. I have used the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards because it's going to be a magical week, everyone. So I've got our guidance for the week ahead, but I've also pulled 3 cards for you all. So if you can choose the number that you're drawn to now, number 1, number 2, or number 3, and at the end of the show, I will give you your very special message from the angels. Now, I've asked that this message, whatever number you choose, that is the message that will resonate to you personally. So hopefully it'll be a lovely message and help uplift you a little bit. So let's do our weekly guidance from the angels. So the card that they guided me to and chose for us all is the Dream Big card. So what a way to start a week off. This is like a real power card for us all. And this is letting go of small thoughts about yourself and seeing yourself succeed. So right now it's about expecting the best, and that is what you're going to get. You know, dreaming big. This card is asking us to keep focused on that bigger picture. Now, we have got absolutely beautiful energy around us, which connects to this card of dreaming big. This is your breakthrough energy. This is where we see rapid change. So if you felt stuck in any areas and you've just felt like there's been no movement for so long, then this is going to change for you. This is where you get to see the change. So we really have got a lot of angel support around us. The areas we're being stuck lifted away from us. Beautiful energy coming in. So right now, for each and every one of us, it is about trusting. It is about staying positive. It's about remembering that your outside happiness begins with your inner happiness. So, you know, the more that you can connect to being happy, keep your vibration high, keep in positive, raising the vibration every single day is going to help you no end. And it really is going to open the doors for you. The prayers have been heard and prayers are just about to be answered. So we really are coming into some beautiful, beautiful times. I do want to mention that we have had a huge ascension energy wave come in. This came in on around Saturday on the weekend, and it's a big one. It really is a collective ascension wave. It's hitting everybody as a group. It's so powerful. It is changing it's sort of affecting your brainwaves because it's helping us to look differently at things. So it's helping us see differently, helping us think differently. We can't stay in those old patterns anymore. So it's like crumbling all them old patterns and really making way for the new that's coming in. As we left the new moon last week and we began the Chinese lunar moon, we found that, you know, this is the new beginnings, this is the new dawn, leading on from the beginning of 2020 with this whole new decade. So ascension symptoms have been high. This wave is a biggie. So you may have felt it. Some of the symptoms that you'll be feeling would be a headache, tiredness, muscle aches, especially neck ache, feeling lethargic, feeling a little bit off key. Tummy problems have been quite high with this ascension, so you could be feeling a bit bloated, upset tummy, and, you know, just feeling the need to just slow down and have a nap. And that is the ascension wave, very high indeed. This year is going to see a lot of that. We have the patterns of ascension waves all year because we really are lifting up to that new level. We are in a time of transformation. So we have rapid change all around us, breaking us away from any of those old patterns that just aren't going to serve us. You know, we need to be moving away from them now. And that's why we're having so many ascension waves, because it's kind of making everything crumble around us so that this beautiful, bright new beginnings can come in for each and every one of us. So if you are feeling those ascension waves at a high level, just make sure you're looking after yourself. That would be meditation, drinking enough water, taking the rest when you need it, grounding and balancing your energy, any chakra work. and most importantly, calling in the angels to help you, you know, raise your energy to high level, help you to feel okay, because it can be emotional for some people. So just know that whatever's happening at the moment, even if it feels a little bit uncomfortable energy-wise, it really, really is very special indeed. It really is very positive, and it really is leading you to this brand new life that you've been manifesting. You're going to see everything that you've been manifesting come your way as we lead into February. So it's like January setting everything up for us, getting us in the right space energetically to receive on a huge, huge level. So we've got an exciting week ahead. We really, really have. So I think we're going to go to a caller now. I believe we've got Lisa on the line. Are you there, Lisa?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Hello, how are you, Lisa?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. How can I help you today?
I was actually just wanting to hear from somebody in regards to my love life.
Love life.
I
Okay,
ever
so
gonna-
messages,
Yeah.
messages around your love life.
Yeah, about my love life.
We're focusing on love life. Yes, Lisa?
Well, I kind of fell in love with my best friend, and I'm having a hard time dealing with that and the realization of that.
Okay. So I have got the romance cards here. I'm going to pull some cards, and I'm also going to call the angels in, and we'll see what guidance we can give you, Lisa. So I'm going to ask for some guidance for you connected around your questions with your love life.
Okay.
Let's have a look what we've got. Okay, so we have, the first card we have out is heart-to-heart conversations, Lisa. And this is honestly discussing your feelings with each other. So have you told your best friend how you feel?
Yeah, I've like hit around the bush and told him a little bit how I felt about him.
Yeah. And how did he respond to that, Lisa?
He was kind of like shocked.
Okay, so I feel like you need to have this heart-to-heart conversation. You know, you told him how you feel, but I feel like you need to make some effort to have more of a deeper conversation, because if he was a bit shocked, then he's gonna, you know, have had some time to digest this and for this to sink in for him. But you also get to give the relationship a chance card, and this is working on this partnership. So there is hope for this relationship. This feels like this could really move on to something quite special. So the heart-to-heart conversations need to happen, Lisa, so that he knows where, you know, so you can speak on a deeper level about your feelings, so that he knows exactly where you're coming from. You also get the make the effort card, so that complements the other cards. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So you were obviously guided to open up with your feelings, which was brilliant, Lisa. Well done to you, because so many times we'll suppress our feelings where we feel a little bit scared, don't we? So it's wonderful that you took that step to open up. It's definitely a relationship worth exploring. And your final card that came out is the engagement card. And this is your love life ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I really feel that the angel guidance and the angels are stepping in now, and they're giving me really good feelings about this relationship, Lisa. I'm feeling that this could be really strong, because your best friends, you've got a beautiful soul connection anyway, you know, because you've got that close bond of being friends. I just think that maybe it scared him a little bit, because it's come as a little bit of a shock, and he's needed a little bit of time to kind of think this over, if you like. Does that make sense, Lisa?
Yes, it does. 100%.
Yeah, so I really see it going places. I feel really excited about this. I feel like, you know, you've got this deep bond already, which is beautiful. You know, this is your best friend. This is the person that you can be yourself with, that you can confide in. So this feels really, really good for moving onward. So I think what you need to do, and what the angels are encouraging you to do, is to have a deeper conversation with him. maybe ask if you can meet up and say, hey, we need to just discuss what I've told you, you know, where we're going to go from this. I need to tell you more. I need to talk about this more and then go from there. But I've got a really good feeling about this. It feels really lovely because you've got that deep connection anyway. So I'm really excited for you, Lisa.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. I think this is going to lead on to love, you know, to really nice place for you. You know, I feel like the angels want to say it's about time you had your happiness. You know, you've been waiting a long, long time to feel happy and content. And it's just this heart to heart's needed where you say yourself he was a little bit shocked. I think that, you know, he's just needed to get his head around it a bit. You know, it's a bit like, whoa, where's that come from? But I definitely feel like the feeling could be mutual. He's got a lot of love and a lot of respect for you. You know, he confides in you. He feels very comfortable with you. So, you know, just go slowly, have this heart-to-heart conversation and then just take your time, Lisa. You know, there's no rush here. Enjoy spending time together, no pressure on anything. You just keep working on yourself because I feel like you've been working on yourself on a very deep level. Is that right, Lisa?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah, and I can feel that and it's like, well done to you because you've done so much inner work and you've done so much inner healing, Lisa, and it really has brought you to a beautiful place where you're ready to receive now. You're ready to receive all of you know, your new beginnings and your happy ending, Lisa. You really are. So was there anything else that you wanted to ask?
No, that was it.
Oh, has it made you emotional?
All right. Well, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, Lisa. You take care of yourself.
I will. You too. Many blessings to you.
Bye, Lisa. Oh, that was so lovely. And this is kind of, it's making me want to smile so much because Lisa's energy was just infectious, you know. And what's so beautiful is Lisa has done so much of the inner work and she's about to reap the rewards for that. And this is the good thing at the moment, going with what you're guided to do. So if you feel guided in a certain area, then take that leap of faith, you know, just put yourself out there. It's about coming out of your comfort zone right now. This is a perfect energy for this. You're going to find that you are so very, very, very supported in this. So if there is an area in your life that you've been thinking, you know, I need to speak up or tell someone how I feel or make this change, maybe, you know, start this new beginning, anything that's really strongly on your mind at the moment will be coming from the angels and from spirit. And this is because it is the green light time. You know, you're very, very supported in any big major decisions at the moment that you want to make. So take that leap of faith. It's about coming out of our comfort zone now. And that comes back to trust, you know, keeping the positive vibes up, but trusting more than anything, you know, trusting the angels have our back, you know, they are there, you know, lining everything up for us. You know, we are coming into this space of becoming completely limitless. You know, we are unlimited. We can literally make anything happen. So we need to, you know, evolve to this higher level. You know, we need to come out of our comfort zone and just go for it now. You know, we're not going to be wasting time anymore or living in fear and worry like we maybe did in the past. And that's why the big ascension wave has hit everybody as a group, as a big collective. There won't be anyone who's not feeling that huge wave of energy that's came in on Saturday. And that is because it really, as I said before, it is taking us away from these patterns that won't work for us. So if we need to speak up in an area, we just need to go for it now with complete, you know, self-belief. We need to be completely loving ourselves and trusting the angels because they're here for us on a big, big level right now. And, you know, if we can trust and flow and just go with this energy and allow the angels to take us where we need to be, then, you know, we're going to see some fabulous results. We really, really are. Excuse me. So, everybody, let's talk more about the angels. So we know that we need to ask the angels for anything that we want. We know that the angels respect our free will and that we have to call them in and give them permission. You know, our angels will always be around us, protecting us, keeping us safe, but they won't come in and help you on a deep level unless you give them permission and ask them to. You just can literally ask out loud or ask, you know, in your mind, but just, you know, say to the angels, please come forward. I want you to be in my life. I want you to connect with me. I want to get a deeper connection with you. I'd like you to help me with this area. I'd like some help with this. I'd like to see positive results with this. I'd like to feel happier every day. I'd like to feel energized. And they will come straight in. It's like they're there and they're waiting for you. You know, they're just waiting for the nod. They're waiting for the go ahead. So let's talk some angel signs, everybody. So angels will communicate to us with signs. This is one of the biggest ways that they'll communicate to us, to get our attention, to let us know that they're here, to let us know as reassurance that our manifestations are very, very close. That's when the angel signs will really ramp up. Sometimes we have to stop and pause and take a look for the signs, because sometimes we're so busy in our life, rushing around, trying to do everything, that we miss certain signs and we don't always see them. So I want to go through some of the angel signs, the most prominent ones that will be around you. So when the angels are communicating with us and coming forward and there's big transformation in our lives, one of the biggest things that we'll see is reoccurring number patterns. This is like a real classic sign. And I expect last week when we had that powerful new moon that a lot of you as a collective would have started seeing so many number patterns. Like literally every time you looked at the clock, down at your phone, you know, on your social media, you would have seen the number patterns 222, 111, 808, 555, 444, and so on and so on and so on. Because there was, you know, they will increase them to get your attention. So it's like they'll show you that number so that you stop and go, wow, I keep seeing these number patterns. And what the angels want you to do is they want you, there's a message for you there. So they want you to look up that number online and find out the meaning of it. So you just literally say you were seeing 222 and you kept thinking this is just coming up all the time for me. Or I see 222 and it just feels special. It feels meaningful for me. Then what you do, you just literally go onto Google and you would put in angel number 222 meaning, and it will come up and tell you the meaning. And that will always be a relevant message for you. And that's why the angels will make the number pattern so high around us all, because they have that special message for you. So that's one way that they'll connect you through these special number signs. So it's always worth looking up that angel message, and you know it will have a profound meaning for you, or some words of encouragement, or something in that message that resonates on a deep, deep level for you. And that's why you keep seeing that number. The other thing that you will see an increase of is signs like white feathers. Now, white feathers is a classic angel sign. That is a sign for your angel to say, I'm here, I'm with you, you're loved, you're supported, everything is okay. So this is seeing crazy amounts of white feathers, or white feathers in strange places where, you know, it just feels weird to have a white feather. You know, if you're around a place like in a park where there's loads and loads of white birds, then, you know, you might expect to see lots of white feathers. So this is white feathers in unusual places. It could be that there's, you know, one on the wall in your garden. It could be that there's one in your car. It could be there's one like, you know, in your house, you know, or that, you know, they just feel really special to you. You could be going on a walk and kind of seeing a trail of white feathers, and it would just feel special to you. And this is the angels coming in saying, we're here, you know, this is a special sign for you. Another way that angels will show themselves is through seeing angels. So it could be that you look up in the clouds and the clouds has turned into an angel shape, or you might be washing up and the bubbles look like an angel shape, or you might be stirring your cup of tea or your cup of coffee, and suddenly the little bubbles that come up, it looks like a halo. So they'll show themselves through that. And again, these are signs of reassurance. They're signs of support, showing you that they're there for you. You can ask to see an increase in these signs, because that can really help you know that their presence is so close. The other way that we can connect to the angels and connect to us on a deep level is through song. So you might just put on the radio and there's a song that means so much to you, or it relates to a past memory, or maybe there's a lyric that's jumping out at you from that song, and that again is a common way that angels will get that across to you. Another way would be seeing words. So you could see a word that you need to see, or the answer to something you've asked on a number plate. It could be on your social media, but you will just suddenly see words jumping out. It could be that you turn on your social media and there's suddenly the word believe there, and maybe you've been losing faith a little bit, and that would be the angels bringing that sign to you. It could be like that you see a yes somewhere when you've asked a question. It could be that a number plate has that special message for you, or has those special number patterns for you, even that you just grabs your attention. Whatever sign the angels give you will grab your attention to the point that you'll think that feels special. And then that's when, if you've got a number pattern on a number plate, you would look up that message, and that would be relevant. It would be a message for you. Another way would be seeing angel sparkles in the corner of your eyes. Maybe when you're watching TV, you'll see out of the corner of your eyes little sparkles, little orbs flying around. You may smell scents that remind you of maybe somebody who's passed away. This is what a common thing that the angels will do as well, to give you that comfort and reassurance that the people that we lose, they're not gone, they're around us very much so. And, for anybody who is struggling with anybody passed over, struggling with grieving, talk to the angels and talk to your loved ones, because they're never gone. They are very much around you all the time. And when you talk to them on that, you can create a relationship on a different level, on a deeper level, and you'll start to see the signs increase. So I just wanted to talk about those angel signs, because they can really help us. They can really reassure us in a big way. So hopefully you're seeing lots and lots of signs, and they'll continue, because like I say, that angel presence is crazy strong at the moment. It's so beautiful. So I'm now going to do the cards. We're coming to the end of the show, so I'm going to do the card messages for everybody. So at the beginning of the show, I asked everybody to choose the number 1, 2, or 3, whatever you were drawn to. So for anyone who chose number 1, your message is positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations, and avoid negativity. So this is really important at the moment. Maybe you have been feeling a little bit negative. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Maybe you need to work on raising your positivity a little bit. But what's really the important message with this card is make sure that you are not surrounded by negativity. This could be people around you. This could be, watching the news. There's a lot of negativity in the news right now. So just make sure that your energy field is surrounded by positive things, and because otherwise you could find that you start absorbing that negativity. So a little clear out might be needed. Maybe people around you who just aren't bringing you anything but negativity, or it could be what you're surrounding yourself with, like I say, the news or anything like that. So have a little look around you and just make sure that nothing needs to be decluttered. So for anyone who chose number 2, your card is tranquility. And your message is make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in the much needed self-care. So I feel like for anyone who chose number 2, that the ascension wave has been quite strong for you. Maybe you are a little bit flat out at the moment. So this is your message from the angels. This is your important recharge time. So use this time to look after yourself. Self-care is needed, and then your energy levels come back up. For anyone who chose number 3, your message is set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Do not settle. So dream big, expect the best, and that's what you're going to get. You're raising to a very high vibration. So the more that you can expect everything to work out for you, and, you know, and that's it, you know, it's going to work out, and that's the end of it. That is what you're going to see. So, you know, set your sights as high as possible. So we've come to the end of the show now. I just want to say a big thank you for all joining me, for being here, for helping me, you know, spread the love and light of the angels. You can find me on Facebook at Carrie Ann Bush. You can find me at Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. I have a spiritual soul group subscription group. You can find that on Facebook, and I'm also on Amazon as a published author. So look out for me. Come join me on my Facebook page. And you know what? I am wishing each and every one of you the most magical week. You know, make it a good one. You are the creator of your magical life, and it's time to live this magical life now. What you get, what you expect, you will get, and the best is really yet to come. You know, so have a great week, everybody, and lots and lots and lots of love to you all.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV. Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Angel Guidance by Lisa Shore. Live from PureLoveEnergy.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Angel Guidance
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to my show, Angel Guidance by Lisa. And I welcome you here today as I will give you a healing session today, slightly different from taking a caller, but equally valuable, and it's going to be able to help anyone who receives it. So I just want to tell you a little bit about myself real quickly before we dive into this healing session. So I'm a medium, I'm a healer, and I'm an intuitive. I teach about spirit. And because I do all those things, I combine them into what I call a transformative Reiki healing session. And Reiki is an energy modality, meaning I channel Reiki through me, and it comes out my hands, comes out in other parts of my being as well, but my hands is usually what I work with when I'm working with people, either in person or at a distance. And also what happens is, so I give Reiki, I give this energy healing, which will lift up your frequency, lift up your vibration, and entrain it with the beautiful, loving, light energy of Reiki, which is its own vibration. You could call it the energy of the universe, or the energy of God, or the energy of perfect light. So it's always for the highest good whenever I give it. So when I give it, I also get information through in these sessions. And some of this information is going to be my intuitive insight, meaning I'm reading your energy body. It's also going to be sometimes messages from spirit, either from your angels or your guides, or could be a message from a loved one in spirit who would like to come through and deliver some healing words to you, because they are still connected with us, even though they're not in the physical body. Now, I also do something else, which is really pretty cool. I'm going to do something today called a Reiki attunement. And a Reiki attunement is basically a healing method for me to place into your aura, into your energy body, a Reiki symbol for healing. Now today, I'm going to give you a Reiki symbol for healing that is a very powerful symbol. Now, please know that you must receive it. I cannot give it to you unless you receive it. So all you have to do is say, yes, Lisa, I receive this healing attunement. You could just say it to yourself. That's fine. So what I'll do is I will actually place this healing symbol into your aura, and then I'm going to take you through a little guided visualization. And today's topic is about connecting with your inner wisdom. And today we're going to be your inner oracle. Some people may call this your oversoul. There's many terms for it, but I just want to let you know that the answers you need for life are always within you. Although I may be able to tell you something, or any other people on this network may be able to answer your intuitive questions, know that you have this ability too. And it's about calming the mind and listening to your higher self. All right. So for today, this is how I'd like you to start. So I'd like you to place your hands in the prayer position. And this is a special sacred position. It's not related to a religion. It's just allowing you to touch tell your inner self, I'm ready to receive this healing light. And I want you to close your eyes and just breathe for a moment. And continue to breathe throughout this whole time. and say to yourself, if you receive this, Lisa, I receive this healing attunement for my higher wisdom. I'm going to give it to you now. And you may notice something when I push it in to your energy field. All right, so you can relax your hands and place them on your lap. I want you to continue to close your eyes and receive, because what I just placed in your energy field is going to open up like a package, like a birthday gift. It's going to be able to give you some insight and beautiful ideas. I'm going to read to you a very short guided meditation to connect with your higher self. Now, I didn't write this. This is from a book called Sacred Site Oracle Cards by Barbara Michael John Free. Okay, that's where this is from. Now, continue with your eyes closed and allow this healing attunement symbol to just work throughout your body, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Okay, so you're going to consult with your inner oracle. Take a deep breath in and out, and imagine a bright light where your stomach is. So right below your rib cage, imagine there's a bright light there. Just see that light in your imagination or your mind's eye. Now continue to breathe. And as you breathe, this light is going to expand outward in all directions. And as it expands, it's going to connect you to all that is. See yourself radiating like the sun. Look down and notice your light penetrating the ground. Follow the light down deep into a cave where the words, "I have been waiting for you," whisper in your ear. You see an older woman, and she invites you to be seated. This is your inner oracle, appearing to give you the answers you need. This is your inner oracle appearing to you to give you guidance and wisdom directly from your higher self. She only asks that you are honest and invites you to reveal whatever you want. Your dreams, your desires, your fears, your doubts, or your regrets. When you have finished speaking with her, she tells you that she wishes to restore your belief in yourself. She assures you that you are safe, that the worst is behind you, that this is the time for your abilities to be restored and demonstrated to you in signs and messages in your daily life. When you feel ready to return, travel back up the light and allow it to swirl all around you, forming a shell of protection that will remain within you. Take a deep breath. And allow yourself to sit in the peace and wisdom of the messages you receive. Now, if you did not receive a message or you found it challenging to discern, you may notice that you start to get signs or symbols, things we call meaningful coincidences later on throughout the day. So be prepared to receive this wisdom, confirming the messages from your inner oracle. She will speak to you. That is guaranteed. You have had the attunement symbol for higher wisdom, a deeply powerful symbol placed into your aura. So understand this is a significant thing and not to be taken lightly. Please be sure to drink water after this session to allow this frequency to settle into the body. If you would like to be part of future healings and sessions that I give for free, please join me on my Facebook page, Reiki Live. That's REIKILIVE exclamation point. You can find me on Facebook at that group page. Please share that page if you choose to. I would like to give healing to as many people as possible. I started my Reiki Live page in March when the world started to shift, and I have given countless healings to people who have joined this page. It is completely free. During my sessions, you also may receive guided intuitive messages or messages from your loved ones. So please know this is way more than just Reiki. This is insight from your highest self. This is insight from my guides. So I really do honor and thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you next week. Hope to see you on my Facebook group page, Reiki Live. Thanks so much. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Insights by Janita with Janita Francis. Live from InsightsByJanita.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Insights by Janita
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Insights by Janita Francis. We are doing the quarter hour of power, and as usual, I always come completely unprepared and leave it completely and utterly up to the universe and to spirit to tell me what to say. Well, I was sitting here waiting for it to start, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't have a topic yet. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. And I actually love that because it's not terrifying. It means that everything is not scripted and it comes straight from the heart and it comes straight from what I'm feeling and how I'm seeing things and my observations. And while I was sitting here, I thought, oh, I've got 2 new beautiful crystals, blue aventurine, which are just stunning crystals. They're very pale blue. They look like eyeballs. And then I looked over to my right and thought, oh, there's Trish Rock's Oracle deck. I'll have a little play with that. So I pulled it out. Trish actually sells these. So if you haven't got your own deck, do it. I'll hold them up with the camera now, but they've got a little love heart on them, and they're based around the it's called life alignment, and it's based around the cogs or the chakras, as Trish calls them. I call them cogs. And it also has a little message, a little guidance message inside the heart, and it's really quite pretty. And I was having a little shuffle, and I'm like, okay, what is this all for me? I want to see what I'm first talking about today while we're waiting to go on. And I flipped over the heart chakra, which is a green coloured love heart card. And inside of it, it says self-love, care, and compassion. And I was like, okay, that's what we're going to talk about today. How do we achieve that? What does that look like? What does it mean? And they're umbrella terms. Self-love is an umbrella term, okay? It is. We can get the gist of what self-love is and care and compassion, but they are umbrella terms. And the reason why I use that expression to explain it is because everybody learns compassion in a different way. It kind of has a similar meaning for people, but how we display it, how we give it, how we earn it, how we accept it, it's very different, and it's based on our experiences and what we've learned so far in our life, what we haven't learned yet. Whether people have been compassionate towards us, how they displayed their compassion. Did we pick that trait up, especially when you're growing up? If you've got, two pretty rough parents or two super sensitive, gentle, beautiful, loving, nurturing parents, you're more likely to understand compassion on a different level than what you were growing up in my household, where there was no compassion. So it's sometimes as adults we learn how to do these things. I know I'm 43, so self-love, if you had have said to anybody, 20 years ago, oh, you need to practice self-love, they would, in Australia especially, say that you're up yourself, which means that you're a snob, get a grip, pull your head out of your butt, a whole bunch of stuff. Do you leave kiss marks on your mirror every morning? You would get teased about that whole expression of self-love. And thankfully, the world's wised up to that now. We understand that self-love is not being completely and utterly, totally head over heels in love with ourselves. It means that we're okay and comfortable and confident putting some boundaries in place on how we want to be treated by others, and also how we want to be treated by ourselves, and also how we interact with others. There's no point wanting all these beautiful souls around you if you're a bit of a rat bag. It's not going to work like that. You're going to attract other rat bags, so you learn what it's like to be treated in that manner. So for me, self-love, care, and compassion was something that came very late in my life. I didn't learn that until really less than 10 years ago. And the reason for that, even though I've been doing this job, this style of work for such a long time, I was really good at doing it for others. Had no idea how to do it for myself. Had no idea that self-care meant that it was okay to say no, or that it was okay to say, I'm tired, or I can't do that right now. Can we book it in for another time? I never knew that that was a portion of self-love and care and compassion. And I think when we're learning about how to do this, and it's okay if you didn't learn it as a child, for whatever circumstances, whatever reasons for that, doesn't mean that you're an old dog, you can't learn new tricks. It means that it might be a little bit harder because you don't always see some of those traits in yourself if it's a learned condition, if you grew up around it, if you, I didn't realize that I was in abusive relationships until hindsight kicked in. I'm like, oh, crap, again? Abusive relationship again? And then once I started working on myself and my self-care and my self-love and having compassion for myself, my boundaries got stronger. And I think when we're learning these things, especially as an adult, or we want to freshen up our skill base maybe, or capacity for self-care and love, I think we need to practice on ourselves first. And I don't think that is selfish at all doing that. I think that, we have to, when I was single, as an example, I knew that I wanted to be treated nicely, and I knew I wanted to be treated as a lady, even though in reality I'm probably not very ladylike in a lot of ways. But I knew that I wanted to be treated with respect. So what I did is I took myself out on dates, and I took myself to places that were nice, and I looked after myself, and I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of what I want in a relationship. And then I honed those skills practicing on myself. I learned how to do that on myself. And then I started the dating scene. And then when I started dating other people, about 30 first dates, to be honest, then I had to practice those skills. And the reason why there were 30 first dates is because I was really looking for someone who was honest. I had put up with people telling little white lies that festered into bigger lies, that festered into great, big, dirty, fat, hairy lies. And I didn't want to do that again. I was looking for a style of man, or a style of partner that was honest and that had integrity and had loyalty. So I had to learn how to have those three traits within myself. And wasn't that I wasn't loyal, or I was a commitment phobe, or that, I didn't have honesty and integrity in my previous relationships. However, when someone crossed those boundaries of mine, I allowed them to do it. I forgave them. I thought, oh, okay, well, I understand. Let's just stay in a relationship. Let's just stay where it's safe. Let's not me have boundaries or self-respect or self-care and compassion and love for myself, and I'll put up with the nonsense that comes along with being cheated on and being deceived, and that lack of integrity and honesty and transparency. So for me, dating those 30 guys, or going on, some of the dates lasted less than 3 minutes, I can tell you now, but going out and meeting those people really allowed me to freshen up and hone and understand where my boundaries were. And the more I did that, the more self-care I had for myself, the more self-love I had, the greater I understood that lesson to be, because there was no emotional involvement with these guys. I literally met them and we went and had a coffee, or we might have went and had a meal or something. There was no heartstrings. There's no emotional attachment. And a lot of people get emotionally attached very early on in their relationships. So I had some really strict rules around that. I don't want to shake your hand. I don't want to cuddle you. I don't want you to be inside my space. I've just met you. We're on a first date. Social distance, people, social distance. So I had some really strong rules around that, because energy is such a addictive, magnetic thing. And when you already like somebody, because, that's why you're going on a date, you've got a physical attraction on some level to them, and you allow them into your space, that energy sparks up and it's exciting. And sometimes we misinterpret that excitement as, oh, this could be the one. And then we get carried away with it. And then all of a sudden we've got this partner that's a bit of a rat bag again, and we've learnt nothing and we've achieved nothing, and our self-care is out the window because we're back in that same old cycle. So it's, for me, self-care, love, compassion had to start with me, because I didn't learn it from anybody else. And I had to understand what those words meant for me, how I understood them to be. Self-love for me is going to the gym, riding my motorcycle, hanging out with my husband, taking our dogs for a walk. That's self-love. Because if I work, and don't have any of those things, I actually get tired and ratty and crabby, and no one wants to be around me, which is not very loving, is it? So I've learned how to do that, and it's going to be different for everyone. Self-care for some of my girlfriends are to go to a spa and spend all day getting massages and facials and stuff like that. I personally couldn't think of anything worse. But they love that, and that's how they get their self-care. That's how they show compassion for themselves. That's how they bring that self-love in, that they do it like that. And it's so different for everybody. So when we're pulling over, Trish Rock's card, and it comes up self-love, care, and compassion. If you don't understand 100% what this means for you, step one is to practice on yourself. Work out individually what those words mean and start breaking them down so you can understand how that looks for you, what that feels like, what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. And then once you've got that, that's your framework. Then you go out and you practice on random strangers until you find that balance that works for you, that's comfortable and confident in how you put your boundaries across. And you can do it by getting a bit cross with people. You can do it by being really gentle, as long as your boundaries are consistent and people understand and respect your boundaries, whatever methodology works for you is perfect because everybody's different. All right, so that's it for me this week. I've got which is really nice, come straight in after it. I thought I'll flip the next card over and see quickly what that is. It's actually another heart chakra card, and it's healing. So when we have self-love, care, and compassion, we actually start to heal our heart, and absolutely we do, because we're allowing nicer space into our lives. We're creating space for happier moments, for beautiful memories, and all those sorts of things. So yeah. Now I'm available for spiritual mentoring. I am taking a break at the moment so I can write a book. However, if you'd like some spiritual mentoring with me, pop on my website, www.insightbyjanita.com. You can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as well. And you can always book in with me. I do use a range of modalities to be able to tap into that. So I will use psychic medium stuff, also use auric cleansing and auric reading. I check right into it, talk to spirit guides, talk to entities, and then we work out what's the best way forward for you. But I only want serious clients. I'm not interested in telling you when your next boyfriend's coming in. I'm interested in teaching you how to be the best possible version of yourself so you excel and succeed in every area of your life. And that's just about me for this week. I will see you again next Tuesday at 4:15 right here, same back channel. And I am Janita Francis. Thanks very much for coming along. Bye for now.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for the Ask Rebecca radio show with Rebecca Russo. Live from AskRebecca.guru.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv. This is the Ask Rebecca radio show on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me, as always. Oh, my goodness, guys. Can you feel the energies that are at play right now? I have been just zinging all week long, well, since last week, but with Mars moving into Aries, Venus going direct, 5 other planets retrograde, and the full lunar eclipse in Cancer on July 5th, it's bringing about some really intense energies, and you could be experiencing feelings of anxiousness or just like heart palpitations or anticipation, that kind of weird feeling that almost has you want to like crawl out of your skin. High energy levels, overactive mind and imagination, along with lots of emotions, probably other physical body sensations that you're experiencing. Thankfully, the eclipse cycle has brought powerful endings and promising new beginnings that will begin to come to fruition throughout the rest of this year. So it's going to be a lot of positive stuff that's going to be helping us, but at the same time, there's still lots of work to do. And sure, you know, endings suck, especially if they come with a bunch of drama, but the end result will be you will be getting catapulted in a new direction, especially if you learn the lessons and handle yourself with grace and dignity. Truly, eclipses are course corrections and God's way of cleaning house for us, right? So they are actually very, very positive, even though they suck at times going through the things. And depending on your personal planets, things will affect you a little bit differently. We still have plenty of work to do, especially around how we communicate with others and ourselves. This is going to be highlighted big time for the next 6 months. Lots of triggers that will give you the opportunity to react and respond in new ways that are more in alignment with the heart versus the ego. And, you know, this is where you're going to have to question yourself and ask yourself, are you communicating from a space of love, which is from your heart, or are you communicating from a space of fear, which is your ego? It's that simple, right? If you're coming from a place of fear, then what's going to happen is you'll have self-sabotaging behavior where you're going to lash out at people and attack people and blame people, and you're not able to express yourself in a way that you can actually be heard, and instead it will have an opposite effect of what you're trying to do. Now, that is going to be a theme for the next 6 months, so it's really going to be important to practice stopping yourself, thinking before speaking, and really learning to communicate in a healthier and new way, because that intense energy of emotional reactive responses is really going to be backfiring more and more on us as we go through this time period. I'm going to be skipping the moment of the brief summary of these and what you can expect in the upcoming 2 weeks. I won't be able to do next week's show because my dad is having surgery and I will be with him all day. Any and all prayers are welcome. Hopefully, should be a simple procedure, but you just never know when it comes to surgery. So any prayers are greatly appreciated. Okay, where to begin? Let's start with the new 28-day galactic moon energies. And, matter of fact, today is a galactic activation portal day, meaning that your consciousness gets expanded, bringing about greater awareness of energy flows and information exchange. Traditional scientists don't really discuss regarding your DNA. You know, we've been told that we've got a lot of junk DNA. No, God didn't design